everyone, welcome back to my channel. Well, it's been a while since I've been online. I have been doing a lot of projects, a lot of content, and I've been making gifts for my family and for my staff, and there's been a lot of transition in my workplace, so I've been just really super busy and I haven't been able to edit, film, and so I thought what I would do is start the new year off showing you what I have been up to and then kind of set the stage for the next number of months of the different types of projects that I'm going to be doing. I want to kind of talk through them today and show you what I did, and then over the next few weeks, and of course I just said few months, we're going to be doing these projects. I do want you to know that in every video that I'm going to do, whether it's showing you how to glue, whether it's showing you how to create the cell activator, whatever that looks like, there will always be a bloom in that because I have hundreds of blooms that I've done and I want to show you how I do those blooms. So every video, whether it's gluing the bottom of the glass, whether it's creating magnets, whether it's creating charms, whether it's doing the resin, it doesn't matter. Every single one of those, as I'm moving forward and teaching you one little project, I will make sure that you have a bloom as well as that, so that you can see truly a painting, right? Truly art. Because creating art is what I'm about, I want to make sure you get some of that in every single video. So you can kind of see on the table I've got a bunch of discs, and those discs were done by doing a bloom technique. And I'm doing these discs, I created what we call paint skins to put on the bottom of wine glasses. So last year I did this. This is an example of last year's wine glass. And I did it for a fundraiser, and I'm doing it again this year. And this year I'm not just doing 100, I'm doing 175. So this is actually the new wine glass that I'm going to be doing. So it's a little larger, same kind of look to it, but the top is larger and the bottom is slightly bigger as well. So I'm going to be doing 175 of those, which means I've got a lot of blooms that I have done that I want to show you the different colors and how I do the technique. So there's going to be a lot of blooms over the next few months. The other thing I created was charms. So this right here is a charm that I gave away, a lot of them, and I still have some, but I gave a lot of them for Christmas, and they're just really cute, and the skins work perfect for making these charms. So another thing that I did with the skins are magnets, and I gave these out to just about everybody. I gave them out to my board, I gave them to my staff, I gave them to my kids, and so I did a number of different sizes, but this is just kind of some samples of some different magnets that I did. So I used the skins to create these magnets. So I love this, like this right here, because it just is so nice to be able to organize these, but I have them nicely organized. These are for later. Again, I said that I did a lot already. I've already given them away. It's the new year. So there's those. And then here are the charms that I've done. And each section is divided up into colors, which doesn't mean anything to you right now, but it helps me then to pick, because I'll pick one from each as I give them out or I sell them. The other thing that I did was during this process, I wanted to see different types of cell activators. And those cell activators, I did a test using American Floetrol and also the Australian Floetrol, and then I used different colors and different paints. So this is the test, so you'll get to see that too, to see kind of what worked and what didn't work. You can definitely see that there are some that worked and some that didn't, and even some that even cracked or didn't do a very good job. So we will talk about that test in a few weeks here, because that'll be one of the first ones I do. I also created Christmas ornaments, which I'm not going to show you that now because we're past Christmas, but that'll be more like Christmas in July. I'll show you that, how I made the Christmas. These ones are ones that are kind of second, that I kind of threw away. They're not as nice, but the ones that I did, my family already has. So you'll see those. Here is a nicer one that you can kind of see that this is mine. I'm going to put a YMCA logo on that. And if you haven't figured it out, I work for the YMCA. I'm actually the CEO of a YMCA. And this is what I do for my relaxation and fun and de-stressor. So I'm going to talk about that over the next year as well, because I feel like a lot of people look at painting and think of it as it's this, there's so much to it. But if you just take a little piece of it at a time and you learn as you go, it's just so relaxing. It takes your mind off of everything and you don't have to worry about budgets and stuff like that. So that's the reason why I do painting, and that's the reason why I got into this. But I'll show you how I created these as well. The last thing that I wanted to show you, and these are I would say the duds of the group, but I did coasters because I've handed all the coasters out. I gave them all to my staff and I gave them all to my family. And so, but I did make coasters and I resined them. And these ones don't have the bottoms of them on there. And these ones, again, like I said, these were dead. So I just kept using and using, so the backs look terrible. But there was also a cork on the back. And so I'll show you how I did that. And I do all of this by creating paint skins on tiles. So the only thing that I'm going to show you in the next few months that I have not put a bloom on a tile is my ornaments, the testing, and then I did create a couple pieces of art for my family too as well. So the next year is going to be awesome, 2023, whoop whoop. So if you're watching this like in 2024, sorry, it was about 2023. But we're going to do a lot of blooms and a lot of work with magnets, charms, wine glasses, and then testing different cell activators to tell you which one I come up with. In fact, I even tested a different base paint and a different paint for the color paint. So we call that a medium for the paint. And I continue to go back to my original recipe because I worked on that in 2021 to kind of fine tune that. So I did try to do a couple more things with tweaking my recipe, but I'm going back to my original one. So anyway, all that to say, we got lots of fun coming up, and I hope that you will join me. And in this video, after this introduction, and I'm so sorry it's so long, but after this introduction, you're actually going to see how I make my two cell activators, both with Amsterdam paint, one with my American Floetrol recipe and one with the Australian Floetrol recipe. All right, let me get you down. Bye for now. Bye. Happy 2023. Hey everyone, all right, we are going to be making cell activators today, and we are going to be using mostly Amsterdam paint, but I'm making two different mixes of cell activators. So I'm going to use the Australian Floetrol, and then I'm going to use the American Floetrol as well. So let's start with the Australian Floetrol first, all right? So the Australian Floetrol is 20 milliliters to 5 milliliters of paint. And the paint I'm using is Amsterdam White. So let's go ahead and get our scale on. And let's put this 2 milliliters. There we go. All right. So we're going to be doing 5 milliliters of paint to 20 of the Amsterdam Floetrol. So let's go ahead and put our 20 milliliters of Floetrol in this. Let's go ahead and go up to 40. 4.6, we'll go to 60 since I've already gone. Oh man, I'll tell you what. There we go. There's 60. And then 15 milliliters of paint. There we go. There we go. That's all you need. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to combine our Floetrol and our glue all together first. So I always use a strainer for Floetrol. So let me zero this out. And let's get to grams. It'll be easier. Or ounces, I mean. Okay. I just have a little bit left in here. And you can kind of see right there, there's a piece of yuck. Oops. And what I'll do is later on, I will take and clean this out and use this to use for other things. So, put that off to the side. Neato. We're doing 3 parts of Floetrol, 1 part glue all. So let's go ahead and fill this up to about there. Where are we at? 2.08. Okay, so we'll just do 20 fluid ounces. So let's see, hold on. So I want that to actually come down a little bit because I want it to be at 18. Yeah, I want it to be at 18. Hold on. Let's get this off of here. Down a little bit. Should have shook that up a little bit. Actually, I think I'm going to pour this all back in here. Let's do this again because this didn't get shook up very well. Okay. Let's put this back on here. Alright. Do this again. Let's get us up to 18 ounces. There you go, plenty. Okay, let that go down. Then I want to show you why I strain. Down a little bit longer. Alright, so this is why I strain. So that is like pieces of kind of plasticky stuff. So you want to make sure you strain your Floetrol, at least your American Floetrol, before you add anything else. So let's zero this out. So I got 18. So I need 6 ounces of glue all. I'm doing a, and why I say that is I'm doing a 3-to-1 ratio. So 3 the glue all is, the lid's stuck. Got it. So because there's 18 ounces in there, we want 6 ounces of glue all, because if you divide 3, it's 3 parts Floetrol to 1 part glue all, divide 3 into 18, that gives you 6, and so then you want 6 of this. So let's go ahead and put 6 ounces. just over. And then we're going to mix that together. And then that will become our mix. We also need to add in our Minwax Wood Conditioner as well. And this is about 2 milliliters, or about 36 to 48 drops. Wood conditioner.
All right, well now it's time to do a bloom. The first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna put down your pillow paint, which I use Sherwin-Williams Ultra White Semi-Gloss. And then the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna be putting down your colors. But the colors are gonna be mixed with 3 parts Sherwin-Williams Base C, okay, Semi-Gloss, and 2 parts polyacrylic Minwax. And then you take that, mix it together, and then you do a 1-to-1 ratio. So what I'm doing right now is I'm layering the yellow and the green and the blues all together, and then I've decided I wanted to add a little bit more yellow. And then the red, and I'm also going to put down a really cool fluorescent orange. So this is going to be a really neat results here, just because of all the fun, really bright colors that you get. All right, so then once you have the colors layered that you want, and you don't need a lot of color, you don't need to put a bunch of paint down, then you're going to use your cell activator. And your cell activator is going to go down mostly in the middle, but I put on around the edges here. And then you blow down into the white and across the colors, and the colors glide across the pillow paint. That's the reason why you have the pillow paint. Then if you have like some extra white or some extra cell activator, you can actually blow straight down if you want to make those cells kind of pop up. So when you're done with that, you're ready for it to just sit and allow those cells to either pop up or to get bigger. Okay, this is a time where you got to be patient and allow that to happen. So right now I am just cleaning up a little bit, and then I've decided I'm going to do a little squiggly here, and then again I'm going to continue to allow it to pop up. I wanted to bring in some more white into this, so I'm kind of bringing the pillow paint off the side and bringing it in and doing a few more here. And so I'm going to allow it to sit for a few more moments, and then we're going to spin this out. And you don't really have to do a really big heavy-duty spin, although I do that a lot. I start with kind of a slight spin, and then I see what it looks like, and then I kind of gauge it from there. So I'm going to go ahead and spin it a little harder this time, and then I'm going to take my stick and I'm going to put it in the middle and just go out, and you can kind of see how it's making that swirl effect. And then I'm going to spin it a little bit more to soften that up and to get the excess paint off of there, because you don't want it too thick or it'll crack. And then there it is. That is the end results of the wet paint. On the left hand side is the dried results. The right hand side is the little glass pieces glued onto the paint skin. And then this is them cut out. So these are magnets, and then those are charms.
All right, bye for now. Happy 2021. All right, bye for now. All right, bye for now. Happy 2023. Let's do this.
And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and clicking that notification bell. And if you like this video, I bet you're gonna like these as well. Thanks a lot and have a great day. Bye. Bye.